Good afternoon, everybody. This is Leanne Ryan from the Pioneer Invitational One Loft Race. Training flight number 18, 30-kilometer confidence booster. I'm going to check to make sure we are alive on Facebook and YouTube. Send it over to you, Ryan. Go ahead.
Welcome, 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 and welcome. Back again. Training flight number 18. Back to that same shitty sod field. Again, we go back there because they can't seem to figure out our training method, these birds. So we're going to go back again today. We're going to give them a group toss, let them all go out together, come together. At the same time, the problem today is it's super tailwinds. Northwest winds are strong today, maybe about 15 mile an hour, 10 to 15 mile an hour winds. So if these birds don't think today, they'll be down in the city of Toronto. Probably there's a parade going on or people are sitting out on the patio, so a lot of French fries can be eaten. And then once they get into downtown Toronto, they have Lake Ontario. So they may want to stop there, get a drink, reload, maybe go on a boat, or come back home. And if they come back home, they're then going to have to dig into the headwind and go up the hill. So this is going to be a fun one. Let's just see how swift they are. They've had no water here today. They got up this morning. I took the water out of the loft, basket the birds up. They've sat. They should be ready to roll. They got lots of energy, more than enough time before dark for you people that are worried about darkfall coming fast. They've got about, what is it now? 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30. They got 5 hours to do about 20 miles. So I think this can be done. Back to you, Leah.
Let's hope so, Ryan. Let's hope so. Want to give a shout out to Jay-Z, Jim Bodison, Owen Cleveley, hello, hello, Tracy, hello, hello, Troy Spencer, Brian Mansker, Jay-Z is in the house, Karloffs, Kelly Stone, and hello to our friends over on YouTube. As you can see, Loft Manager Richard is at our release location, 30 kilometers. When do you want to release, Ryan?
What's the time, please, Leah?
It is 4:34. Shall we head over to Richard and...
Yeah.
All right, we're going to head over to Richard now. Richard, can you hear us?
Yes, I can, and Gerard can hear you as well.
Perfect. Okay, so there we are at the release location. Let's, before we release, how about we take a little bit of a look at the sky there, and you can maybe let us know what it's feeling like at the release location.
It's very, very breezy. If you want to see, I can show you up close to one of the trees here.
All right.
Just to show you how the wind is. I don't know, can you see those trees out there at the other side of the field?
Well, yeah, but they're pretty far away. But we can definitely see the little grass there, or the weeds, or whatever those are.
And we can hear the wind.
Yeah, you can hear it good?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say it's about 15 mile an hour wind. And see this tree right here? This bush?
Yeah.
I think they should be in Whitby in about 20 minutes.
Oh God, don't say that. Okay, yeah, we see the bush. Yep. Oh yeah, we see. Pretty
windy. She's pretty good. So, and it's a bit hazy. It's nice here. Show you the sky. Show you these.
Okay, so if you want to head over to the transporter, Richard, and get the camera lined up, and we'll give you the go-ahead when to release. I just want to get the camera set up so it stops buffering, so we're able to actually see something. Hello, Gerard. Celebrity Liberator today.
Okay,
Gerard
so I'll give Gerard the flag.
When I tell you to go, then you go. Set the camera up so we can all see the release. When I tell you to go, then we go.
Can you see the transporter? Right, you can see it.
We can see it. Yep.
How's that for you?
Perfect.
Right, that's perfect. Okay, so when it hits 4:38, I will give you cue to release. It is 4:37 now, so just give me, I guess, another 30 seconds or so. This is a group release, folks, from the 30-kilometer mark-ish, 30 kilometers-ish. Okay, release.
Okay, go. There they go. Do you see them there now?
Yeah, we see them just over the treetops there. Yep.
Yeah. They're trying to get a feel in that wind. Good. Still seeing them?
Do I see them? Do you see them?
Yeah, I still see them right over those trees. See where that house is?
Yep.
Dead above that house. There they are.
Now, what direction are you facing right now?
I'm facing south.
Okay, so they're headed the right way. So that's a good sign.
Yeah. Well, they're starting to go to the east. You see them? The wind's
Uh-oh.
pushing them a bit east. Now they're coming back west.
Oh no, Richard! It's too late in the afternoon, and the winds are too strong. Richard, you lost them all. Oh no!
Oh, now they're heading west.
Oh
I
no!
think they're on their way, don't you, Gerard?
Yeah, they're zigzagging south.
Yeah.
Okay,
Very
well, we
hard to see them
want to
now.
give a big thank you to Lost Bench Richard and Celebrity Liberator Gerard. Why don't we have a look at Gerard? Richard, Gerard.
There he is.
There he is. Thank you, Gerard. Big round of applause. Well done, guys. All right, we'll see you back at the village. Ryan, back to you.
We're back. Let's hope Ricky's disconnected, which it sounds like he's done.
He did. He just did it.
He's really getting better at this, Leah. As we say, trailers, drones, and phones coming to a theater near you. Birds are on their way. That's good. Again, they can end up in Whitby or wherever they go today. It's okay. It's what they wanted to do. It's on them. I'm going to make some water up here, Leah. Just a little bit of water today. I think they deserve a drink when they come home.
I'm going to put the clocking link on Facebook and YouTube. It looks like you've got some concoctions there that we're going to make some cocktails for them. Do you want to do that now, or do you want to wait a minute, or you want to do it now?
Yeah, guys, while you're watching me make the cocktail up, and I'll talk about this, put your times in. Birds are up at 4:38. I'm going to say 5:01. I don't know. I'm going to go with 5:01. And we start. I'm going to start off with a couple spoons.
Now, I just hold on one second. I hate to tell you this, but we got some buffering issues with that camera right there. So either we just wait for it to catch up before you make your cocktail, or we use the other camera, or it's a little buffery and it's driving me crazy.
All right, we'll give her a second here.
So yeah, let it buffer. I'll let you know once it's caught up. In the meantime, for our new people, why don't you explain who we are, what we're all about, and what we're doing today? Because I see some new faces over on YouTube and on Facebook. So why don't you do that? And I will put the clocking link in both the comment section. Back to you.
All right, we are the pioneer. I guess you would call it a hybrid one loft race. What does this mean, hybrid one loft race? These pigeons in this loft behind me here come from 93 different lofts, all throughout Canada, and some American breeders have sent us some birds, which is great, some great support. It's a 9-race series. We fly 9 weeks, but these one loft birds fly against birds in the combine or the federation. So it's a one loft, but it's hybrided. These birds have to fly every week against the guys from around our area, head to head. So we get a combine result. So your birds are getting a real true test. 9 weeks. The last 4 races are from 275 miles to 325 miles. So basically, they got 4 300-mile races to go at the end. We start at about 90 miles and it goes up 9 weeks in a row. We do everything here on Facebook and YouTube, from Loft Flying Daily to training videos, as you see. Everything is done on the camera for you to follow along. Even if you don't have birds in this race, we want you to pick your favorites, follow them along. You can play them in pick birds. You can play them in the sprint series. We give you, the world, the opportunity to participate in Pioneer Village, even if you don't have birds here. So this is a hybrid one-loft race. It's the way one-loft racing, in my honest opinion, should be. I think right now all these one-loft races around the world, it's like back in 1940, right? This is modern day now. We got to move up with the times, eh? Raise the bar. Back to you, Leah.
Thanks, Ryan. That's absolutely correct. We are a hybrid one-loft race, and we are here to share our pigeons with the world. Wherever you are watching from, we welcome you. Want to give a shout out to our friends over on YouTube. Hello to Michael Peebler. Mike Sheridan's watching on YouTube today. Nice to see you on YouTube today, Mike. I can't pronounce that name, but we're going to call you GC. GC is asking how many kilometers. This is a 30-kilometer trainer. How many pigeons went up today, Ryan? 80 something ish? I can't remember.
Yeah,
How
the
many?
clock will say 88 or 89. I have about 15 or 20 that stayed back that I left back. We still got 2 more back again today. We got Betty Boop. She came back, and I believe it was Kill Shot that came back. So those birds obviously didn't go. I'm going to scan them in at the end. They're all in the basket. They've all had their big meal. And yeah, you'll see here. They're all up as a group today. So we're going to see how they fire. They should be on their way. They should be doing about 60 mile an hour here today if they're on point. So
The last
I'm
time
going to,
they were at that location was on Friday afternoon's group release, and I believe they did it in 23 minutes. So
they should be faster today, maybe 20 minutes.
I'm expecting this to be quick, I hope. Okay, so we're going to head back over to the drinker cam. It looks like it's finally starting to behave a little bit, and you can let everybody know what it is you're putting in the water today.
This is I call it Pigeon Power. It's like a red cell. I put about, I don't know, about a capful in. Oh, it always smells good. I like to put that in the water. I like to hit it up with a little Versalaga Omniform. I put a couple capfuls into that. And this stuff tastes real sweet. I'm going to go with 2 today. I've already got 1 in the loft waiting, but I know these birds, because they haven't drank yet today. So I know they're going to want to have a big drink. Next, I'm going to hit them with the Dextrotronic, which I'll show you here. Look at that, Leah. In just about 4 days, I used the whole bottle. Dextrotronic.
Just hold it
Then
up
I'm
to the
going to hit them.
Sorry, can you just hold it up to the camera a little bit slowly and don't maybe move a little so fast? So all our products here are from Versalaga, which we sell at the Coop. And you can find on our website, fipa.ca. So that is what the Carmine, right?
That's the Carmine. I just fill her up into the little top squeezy there and pour that in. Today, I don't know, I'm going to give them another one. I'll give them 2. Nice tonic water. I make this as like soup. So these are the products we've used. Again, we've used the Omniform, Dextrotronic, the Pigeon Power, and finally, I do about 3 soup spoons of the glucose. I don't have a spoon here. Well, I am just going to go like this. Close enough. Pour that in. And finally, I got some Gatorade. I'm going to use my own Gatorade.
Did we talk about
Ooh, she breaks
temperature?
down. She's nice.
Have we gotten into the water
Yep.
part yet? Have we talked about that yet?
Yeah, the water I got in here is already nice and warm. Nice warm water. And I'm going to use from my hose. But that's real warm because it's been out in the sun, which that doesn't bother me either. And we'll just get this going.
For us
So I don't like to use cold
there
water.
we go. For us new people, can you explain why you're using warm water, lukewarm water, or boiling water, please?
Yeah, because I don't want them to have a heart attack, right? It's easier on the system when the bird's already super hot. You don't give them ice cold water. You just don't. Even to yourself, you'd never give yourself ice cold water. You always drink lukewarm water, room temperature water, warm water. That's a me thing, though.
We have some questions over on YouTube. Oh, Stephen, nice
Mm-hmm.
to see you on, friend. Twin Red Dragons Brewery says, hi, everyone, and Tracy. Happy belated, Michael Peebler. Hope you had a great birthday yesterday. GC wants to know, are these the only products you use in the water? Ryan?
Are these the only products? Yeah, I use this. I like using these products here a lot of the time. I will use the Recoup. What else will I use? I'll use some respiratory products. I'll use some canker or coxy products. But today is just, how do we say this? Today's real warm. And I just want to fill them up with good vitamins, clean them out, keep them good, build them up with liquid. Again, I don't want to overfeed today. They ate so much yesterday that they're not going to have a super full feeding today, but they're going to be feeling good.
Oh,
I can promise you that one, Leah.
Sorry, I didn't know you were out of camera. There you are.
No, it's okay.
Sorry about that, guys. I was just reading the comments. Hello to my Irish friend Thomas. Nice to see you over on YouTube. I'm going to get over to Facebook and check out the comments here. Want to say a big hello to Doug D. Hollander, a new recruit that Swoop Loop and Kelly and Tracy have sent over to us. Nice to see you on, Doug. Hope you enjoy the show. Kelly says hello to the tubers, and she says welcome to the YouTubers. Oh, Jay-Z says that's one sexy loft manager with a new haircut. Everybody likes your haircut, Ryan. We don't know where he is. He's circling again. He'll be back, not to worry.
Oh, don't worry. I'm just making myself a beverage because, again, Robert Daughtry, he is my spirit animal, and he says the show is not the same unless Ryan is given his best, and Ryan can't give his best. He doesn't have that little bit of vodka and Pepsi. So I'm doing this only for Robert Daughtry. I don't like the taste of alcohol. This one's for Robert. Back to you, Leah.
Speaking of Robert Daughtry, why is Robert Daughtry asking me how my night out was last night? Is there something that you told them that I'm not aware of? Because I was not.
Yeah, Leah. You were watching. You told me you wanted to go out, and you were watching the World Championships of line dancing. So I told everybody you went out line dancing. Come on.
I was not out line dancing. I didn't even realize you were on Facebook last night until you told me so this morning. So no, I was not out I wasn't out doing anything. Okay, for anybody who's just joined us, this is training flight number 18, 30 kilometers. Pigeons were let out at 4:38. It is now 4:51 on the clock. I have set my stopwatch on my phone this time, so I don't have to do math, because we all know how much I suck at that. So I put my stopwatch on, so I'm timing them. I just have to remember to shut it off when one of them get there. Yeah, not line dancing last night. Maybe tonight.
No, World Championships. You're on the World Championships. I just want to make sure that the clock is on. OLR is running, so that's always a good sign.
Yes, we already went through that, so don't do that again or you're going to shut the clock off. And we don't want to do that, do we?
You always knew you were my hero.
Yeah. Nice.
You know, you gotta relax, Leah. Stay in your lane, man. Stay in your lane.
Mike Sheridan.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Birds.
No, hold on. I got a report. The dummies, they're in Peterborough now. Okay, keep going, Leah. Back to you.
We have our guesses in the comments. Mike Sheridan. Oh no, 4:38. That's correct. Was the release time. And nobody's guessed yet. Has anybody guessed over on YouTube? Put your guesses on YouTube in the comments. I'm gonna head over to Facebook because I know a bunch of people put their guesses in and I missed them because I was doing some other things here. Hello to Rodrigo. Nice to see you on. Mo. Hello, hello. Who's got their guesses? David Tracy, nice to see you, says 507. Tracy Norway Lions says 509. Jay-Z 459. Kathy says 502. Hello to Rita, nice to see you on. It is 4:53 now. They took, what, 23 minutes on Friday? So I'm going to go with 503. 503. There was no training yesterday, so you guys on YouTube, you didn't miss anything. We were just doing some lives. Ryan was doing some lives from the loft waiting for the birds in the morning. So you guys didn't miss anything overly exciting yesterday, not to worry.
No, you didn't miss nothing.
Thomas says an hour and 20 minutes. They better not take an hour.
Yep.
If they seriously, an hour 20, is that what you think too,
Hey,
Ryan?
hey, listen. Can I be honest with you with what I see here? Hey, guess what? Right? I'm gonna shut this shit down. I'm gonna come on at about 8:15. I'm just telling you, because wait, hold on. Where are we going? Wait, come this way. No, go that way. Wait, hold on. That way. This way. Fuck.
We've had a
Dumbest group of pigeons I've ever trained. This is the dumbest group. Award of the year. They're all Hedgie Hart Award winners.
Everybody gets an award, and you get an award, and you get a Hedgie Hart Award, and we all get Hedgie Hart Awards this year because we're having a hell of a training season. Thomas says 520. What? I don't know. Sure. Yeah, I don't know. It could be good and it could be real bad. I'm not sure. I gave you guys the weather report at the beginning of the show, but let's throw it up again just because I feel like I'm kind of like a weather girl in training. I feel like I'm fairly good at this. It is 26 degrees at the moment, feels like 31 with the humidity. A mix of sun and clouds, wind out of the northwest at 20 kilometers an hour with a wind gust of 29 kilometers an hour. It's a good broom riding day, right?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Have to get my broom out later.
It's a good day. I mean, the shit that's going to go down today is going to be impeccable. It's going to be awesome. And by the way, everybody and his brother today, they're all out there training. They're all out there training. So this is going to be fun. I actually think, well, hey, I'm going to be honest with you. One of the people on our show out in the Peterborough area trained their birds first time today. Let the birds out at 10:45. Nice and warm at that time. Took them 8 miles, whatever it was. 2 hours exactly to come home. This is going to be a fun one.
It's going to be a fun one. Kelly Stone says, and Doug is single and handsome. So if there are ladies out there, he's your man. Well, we could always do a pigeon bachelor with Doug. Would Doug be interested in doing that? Is he a pigeon man?
Hold on, Leah. Leah, Gordy messaged me, and Gordy is looking for a very attractive man. Doug, I don't know which way you go, but maybe you're into Gordy. He's a great guy. He loves Mexican food. He's a great dancer, and he uses the spray for men. It's beautiful.
We could do Pigeon Bachelor with Gordy. That'd be fantastic. Steven is getting a kick out of you there, Ryan. He says that you're too much. Rodrigo, a bunch of people saying you're crazy today. Are you, what are we drinking today? I see it's not in a Gatorade bottle, so I can
I had to give that to the damn pigeons. You know what? Ever since I got off the liquor, right? Ever since I got off the liquor, doctor's orders, get off the liquor, stay away from the liquor. You got a problem with the liquor. The liquor's killing you slowly. The birds went off, eh?
You know what? Bad juju.
I went back to the liquor. Back to the liquor hard. Think about it. The day we lost all the Red Wings.
You were on Gatorade.
The first day the Red Wings came in. The first day the Red Wings came to us, I was in the zone. I was drinking Zambuca, tequila, rum. I was drinking it all. Then all of a sudden, I'm never listening to another doctor again. Forget the doctor. I'm the doctor.
Well, if the doctor tells you you got to quit drinking, you know what I say? Go find a new doctor. Just kidding. We don't promote alcoholism. Everybody, please don't come for me. Thomas,
I
no,
promote it.
I have not shown the video to Ryan yet. However, I will show him after the show. I did tell him about it. For our Facebook friends, our friend on YouTube, Thomas from Ireland, he has had pigeons since a very young boy, since he was 12 years old, and he had his first young bird race this past weekend, and he came 13th. So everybody, give a big
Good
round
job.
of applause to my Irish friend, Thomas. Well done to you, 13th place. We can't wait to follow your racing journey along this summer. Round of applause, please. Well done.
Well
Back to
done.
you,
Yeah, I
Ryan.
know one thing. Thomas has got to have nuts as strong as steel. He's been in this shit, and he's probably 75 years old, so his nuts are like steel. He's been beat on, shit on, crapped on. Listen, when they look at him, they don't call him Thomas. He's got every other name when he goes to the Pigeon Club. He may be loved, he may be hated. I guarantee you he's loved and hated, but he's got the pigeon attitude that I like. He's flying pigeons, and you know what? Thomas is flying pigeons here in the village, Leah. He's
Yeah.
part of the village.
He is part of the village. Thomas has claimed a bird in our sprint series, some loft somewhere by Upper Canada Loft, the Tavarises. So he is in it to win it and following our journey along. And we welcome everybody on YouTube and Facebook who is following along here with us. Hopefully this isn't a smash. 4:58 on the clock, which means they are 20 minutes on the wing now.
Getting slow now. They're starting to wobble. Remember, once they go over 21 minutes, I call them they're in a wobble. Now, what does that mean? This is a 20-minute day. This is a 20-minute day, 22 minutes. Let's say after 25 minutes, Leah, everyone, I want you to go and sit on your toilets because it's going to be a ride.
It's gonna be a fun one, I'm sure. While we wait, I want to remind everybody that we want to give a big thank you to our sponsor. We, of course, are sponsored by Benzing and powered by Benzing, and we want to thank Benzing for their sponsorship. For those of you who have purchased clocks, the clocks are on their way. Thomas from Benzing has assured me that they should be here Tuesday, and then I have to do the customs thing, so we should have them on Wednesday. For those of you who have ordered clocks, we have to get you guys' clocks set up. Meeting wise, Ryan, while we wait for birds, you want to talk about that? When are we going to have
You want to do it on the 20th? What day is that?
the thing is the clocks are coming in. I don't want people to have to come for the meeting and then have to come
Oh.
back to get their clocks, right? So
Okay, so you know what? Let's just do a. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle. Here's my spout. We're gonna figure that out when the clocks come in. Put the meeting on hold, guys. Yes. Just put it on hold. We're gonna relax. Let's get the clocks in first, and we're gonna go from there. I hope the day we have the meeting, it pours rain. Like I hope it's like a hurricane day,
yeah.
because I got to make up some time with these pigeons. But Leah, I got this funny feeling here in my heart of hearts. Today's going to be an hour day.
Oh God. Well, it's 5 o'clock now. Again, birds were released at 4:38. Robert Daughtry wants to know how many miles is the first sprint race? The first sprint race
20.
is 25 miles. So we do one 25-miler, we do a 50-miler, and then we do two 80 miles. Tomorrow they will go up to the, well, providing, I can't say they're going to go up tomorrow because we don't know how today's going to go. But if everything goes well in today's trainer, we will be taking them back up to the 25-mile mark, where they were on Friday night when we had the second wobbler of the season. Dukeless Point, where they will be released in groups, and we're going to do that several times throughout this week until Ryan feels they're ready to go up as a group and graduate, and that will be our first sprint. So maybe Wednesday will be our first sprint. I mean, it really depends on the weather and how things go. Wednesday or Thursday, probably, Ryan, right?
Yeah. Well, and we're going to get back to double tossing. I might even have a couple of days of triple tossing just because I hate when I do something and it fails. You know what I mean? You know,
No, exactly.
Friday to me was the biggest kick in the teeth. Listen, I'd have bet 100 free entries every bird about 30 minutes. Nope. So I'll go back to the double toss again. Don't worry. But it is what it is. Look, we got Loose on the board, Leah. Look at Loose.
Oh, I can't see Lucy because you're standing right in front of her.
Hey,
There she is. That's the loft
Hey, we
kitty
got a
there.
new thing. We're going to leave
Lucy.
you on the board. When the birds come, you can stay there. We're going to try that out today. We got to add an added feature to this shit. Oh
Mike
my
shared.
God, Ryan, you're
Oh.
such an asshole. You've got a feline on the board. Do you know that cats eat pigeons? Back to you, Leah.
Thanks, Ryan. Mike Sheridan says, any minute now, Ryan. And Thomas says that he enjoyed Friday's training. We didn't so much. Stan, nice to see you on.
Oh,
Says, how many birds you got all together now? What do we have now, Ryan? Left. We don't want to know.
I don't know. We got about 88 or 90. I think we got 90 now or 91, but we still got bleeders.
Yeah,
We
the
still got
hemorrhaging,
bleeding going on.
we don't think the hemorrhaging has stopped yet. So we have about 90-ish, 92-ish. I'm just going to put you on mute. I can hear that ice. My God, that drives me crazy. I have to put him on mute because I just can't hear myself think. Okay, let's get back to the comments here. Stan says, yeah, I had 67 last time I checked. Yeah, we had a bunch come yesterday. How long are they on the wing now? They were released at 4:38, so we're 23 minutes on the wing now. Thomas says next weekend he's racing 85 kilometers.
Birds!
Oh, birds. Woohoo.
Right out of the west again.
Get Lucy off the damn board.
Hey, Luce, come on. Luce, I love you, but now's not the time. I don't know how hungry they're going to be today because I packed them yesterday. Come on. It's okay. Come on, Pops. Let's go. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's have a drink, eh? Come on. Well, you know one thing, eh? They're getting sick and tired of what I call, and I hate to use this word, so kids plug your ears, fucking around. Come on, Pops. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm happy with this time today. Come on, Zeus. You're not that warm. Karen, what are you doing? Your feathers are out of place. Lucy, stop laying on the ground like that. You're turning them all on. Get inside. Drink the water inside, please. Let's go. Wally, what are you doing over there? There's no birthday cake. Wally's going the wrong way. Come on. Again, guys, they're packed with from feed from yesterday. I pulled the water right away from them. But if you see me here in the camera or whatever, birds right out of the west, way out of the west. That's concerning to me. I hate that. They're not on the line I want. How do I fix that? Oh, Mr. Rogers. Look at Mr. Rogers. Frank, you see Mr. Rogers? Look at this. Oh. Come on. A few more to go. There's about a dozen up on the roof. 1, 2, 3. 8. The gas. 8. There's another one. You see the condition in that cockbird, though? Look at him. Look at him, coo. Look at him strut. Here's a slow poke. Here's a late one. Oh, there's Tornado from Wallace Bielek. Or no, from WB, Wayne Bodwine. There's BMX from D&D Lofts. I don't know if that one's been activated. Look at the closing bird from Ross Vaquero. There's the gas man, the pied. Oh, look at that Mr. Rogers, Frank. Look at him. Look at him. He's talking. He's speaking Belgian, eh? He's from a Dutch loft, but he's speaking Flemish. I can tell. Speaking real pigeon language to me. Hey, Hamilton Lou, look at you. It looks like you need a drink. Come on, wake up, dummy-o. There you go. Wake up. Thank you, please. Get going. Come on. Mr. Rogers, no. Go. Couple more. What do we got? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 out. 4 out.
Rodrigo says when that happens, they're asking for more kilometers.
Yeah. Rodrigo is right. You know, Leah, a gentleman last night, you know him, Ian Sybil.
Mm-hmm.
He come on the show, and last night we were just talking about how people train, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ian's first toss, 35 miles. That's nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love to go to 35 miles, but we play with 90 lofts. 90 lofts means, boy, there'll be a lot of complaints there.
Mm-hmm.
We've given birds to Ian. I never question on what Ian's going to do. I know he's a good handler, right? You do
Mm-hmm.
what you feel. But exactly like Rodrigo is saying, the birds need more. But you want to know what this tells me? I know how much energy they had packed in. I know everything. I want to see, what do we call that, Leah? Self-discipline?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But how do you teach
You know, when your mom gives you,
how do you teach self-discipline to a bunch of teenagers, which essentially at this stage in the game they still are?
well,
That's hard to do.
remember, you remember mom give you $50, go to the grocery store and come back with the groceries. How many times did you come back without the groceries? But you
Yeah,
came back with something else.
right.
No, but this is what we're looking at. So today we built the confidence. I asked them, and they came in a respectable time. So now we're gonna go back again. Sure, they need more mileage. These pigeons here, if I say tomorrow, Leah, you want to have some fun? Forget going to the 25 miles. Forget going to the 50. We're going right up to 100.
Yeah,
Crowd will all go nuts.
that's a hard no from me. Just no. My nerves cannot take it this week, okay? Can we have 1 week of just like calm? Just one. We have
Well,
71,
hey, there you go. That's
71 in the clock, so we are down a few.
hold on. Well, can I just now? I'm going to bring the basket up here. Okay, hold on. So I got the cameras here like this because remember we scanned birds that didn't go right.
Right.
So we should have 88. 88 and 2 came home after the clocking was done. And I got a full basket here. I wanted to give a certain group of birds off. Birds that came late or had an issue, I had to give them it off. So then there's the odd old bird. This is an old bird, so he doesn't count. But you should see the numbers start to go up now.
So here, shall I say who it is, or do you know who it is, or we're just
Sure.
putting them through, or?
I'm just putting them through, but if you want to say who they are, you can.
Okay, so I believe that was that Old Yeller that you just put through?
Yep.
Okay,
This is
excellent.
Jumbo from Close. He's got a respiratory issue. I got to fix that. I can't figure that out. Here's Mucho's. I think this is Mucho Generos right there. Come on, go. Oh,
No, so Bert.
oh, no, Ricky's old birds. There's first, junior.
Yeah, you just say who it is, Ryan, because you're gonna know before it goes
If
over
I
to
know who they
scanning.
are,
Okay.
come on, please, come,
Rodrigo thinks
go,
maybe
go,
it's
go,
because of
go,
the
go, get
haircut.
in, turn. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe
The
you
one
just
that
needed
just
to
went in
cut your
now,
hair.
that bird
Who
that
is that?
just went in now,
Yes.
that bird came late from the toss, just came late now. The one that just went in.
That
So
was
I'll
from
let you
Harry.
read that bird. That
Okay, that
Harry
was
Paul.
Harry Paul, first tooth.
All right, here's another red wing. This bird came back. This bird came back today. This is Betty Boop. She won't scan.
Does Dave know that Betty Boop came home?
No, she's not going to go till next week's training, but I'll let her know. Can see more. Who is this bird? Let's see. Who's this guy, Leah?
That is Chris Moore. That's River. That was River that you just put through.
Okay. Here's the second last bird from yesterday from Ian Sybil. Here's the
That
1209 from York
Pun-
Region.
punchy. Yeah. Okay, go.
Punchy 1209. I think that's kill shot. Old bird.
Ripple.
Ripple. All right, there's Ripple. Here is Aussie Gold. There is, well, this bird's almost back to right body weight. Italian Elite.
That's 82 now we're at.
Old bird. Okay. Who's this one? York Region, the 1201 kill shot. That just came back today. Oops, who are you? I don't know who this bird is. And there's Glenn the Hurdles Thornley. Come on in, bud. There we go.
So for some reason that one there that you just scanned, it says no information. So I wish I would have read the band number on that one so I know why it says no information. That's weird.
That's Glenn Thornley's bird.
Oh, that's Prince Charming. Gotcha. That's why it says, because I have it marked as injured. Okay, gotcha. All right, let me get back to the comments here. We're going to take the camera in the loft. Okay, good. Now that I know that, I will adjust the camera accordingly. There they are. There. Okay, so today was just a confidence booster toss, 30 kilometers. It wasn't even really the same place we went Friday, right? Because Dad had to move because the gates were locked or whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
But it was around the 30 kilometer mark. Tomorrow we're going to be back
Yep.
to 25 miles, which is I guess around 40 or 44 kilometers ish.
Yep.
Tomorrow we will not be doing two tosses. We're going to do one toss tomorrow, and was no money today. No. The next time that we're going to be giving money is going to be the sprint series, which will probably be, like I said, Wednesday or Thursday. We have $14,200 now in the pot, which is $3,550 per sprint. I'll figure out the prize money. You just want to let them know what we're feeding today, Ryan?
Yeah, I haven't got any feed yet. When we do, because we're going to do a graduation from the 25-mile spot, we're going to double toss that day. We're going to do the graduation flight in the morning, and then we're going to do the sprint in the evening, Leah. We're gonna juice them up, I think. Oh, sure. You know what? If you ain't first, you're last, eh?
Well, that will be fun. So per sprint, first place is going to receive $1,775. Second place is going to receive $1,065. And third place is going to receive $710. Not bad for 25 miles and about 90 pigeons. Pretty good payout.
Yeah. Great payout. Great thanks to you guys.
Yeah, you guys made this happen. I think there's like maybe two
go.
birds at the moment left to activate. There's the Pioneer Sweet Tea.
Almost gone. What's the clock reading now, please, Leah?
Oh, sorry. 85 in the clock. I didn't realize my mic was on mute.
So what do we got? About 3 that haven't come in yet? Yeah, I think so.
Let me look. Thomas says, I'll drop you a brown envelope if you let my pigeon go first. Yeah. You'd have to convince loft manager Richard, and that's highly unlikely. What if you have 3 pigeons and you hit first, second, and third? Well, then you win the entire $3,550. Jay-Z, you could be taking it all home.
And wouldn't that be something if he does it?
He's got like 12 or 13 birds on his team, so it's entirely possible. It could happen. Your odds of winning are pretty good. You have a 1 in 12 chance of winning some kind of prize money over the next couple weeks.
Hey, question, Leah. Who clocked first today?
Oh, I don't know. Let's check, shall we?
Let's check.
Is that today? Yeah, it is. Who do you think? Who do you think clocked first?
Who do I think clocked first? Oh, it's either the Flash or Chris Moore, the Mountain.
Let's put up the scoreboard. First o'clock, of course, from 4 Generations, Chris Moore, a trapping machine. Jay-Z, you better look out for this one. The Mountain, I think, or is this is I make sure I'm looking at the right results. Second, Rick Fife from the Yellow Jackets, Pfizer. Third, Klaus Petzold from the Blue Devils and Rye. Fourth, Thunderstruck Lofts, Curtis. Fifth, Hamilton Lou, Black Caviar Jr. Sixth, Glenn Thornley with everybody's favorite. Where is my sound effect? Jump. I can go on if you want. The FFSs, Hakuna Matata. I hope I don't have, do I have the basketing list? I hope I don't have the damn basketing list that I'm looking at. Let me just double check that, because I might be reading the wrong results, which is entirely possible.
Oh, you feel good. You feel good.
No, that's the right results. If anybody wants me to check if their pigeon is back, let me know. I can put it in the comments, and I can check what position they arrived in or whether or not they're home.
Excellent. Birds did good. I'm very happy. We are still down. Oh, unfortunately, 3 pigeons. Bleeding still hasn't stopped. Man, Leah, I can't stop this bleeding for nothing.
I don't know. It's a weird training year or something.
Hold on, I got to get some hemp seed to start this festivities off. So, guys, just be patient. They're not overly hungry. You see, when I talk to them, they're there, but they're not.
I'm going to check here to see if I can see who we're missing. Rodrigo, I'll check to see if Bullet is back. 1 second, please. Karen's back.
That's Leah's big concern, Karen.
Yes, Rodrigo, Bullet arrived at position number 26. Well done, well done. See who's missing.
Oh, Ricky's are back. Ricky's are back. I think we got some more back too.
He released after us, obviously. Did he release? He did. Okay.
He is. Yeah, he's doing real good. He's got a different method this year, and I'll tell you, he plays this game without an ounce of fear, and I love it. They're good. They're coming good now. Oh yeah, 23 minutes. Yours are about the same. They're not messing around now.
Okay, so I just had a look at the missed pigeons, and so far, who's missing is Emily Icorn, Sleeping Beauty, Canberra and Troba, Eloranta, and Love and Silver Creek, Dorothy. Those are 3 that we're waiting for. Zeus Jr., I'll check for you, David.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's back because I don't see him on the missed report, but I will certainly check for you.
Take a look, and there's our feed right there.
What is that again, Ryan?
We're going to start them off with some straight hemp seed. Real good for your pigeon's guts. Real good. Real good. Going to be a light feeding today. I can just see it in them already.
Live hemp, correct?
Why?
That's the live hemp.
Yeah,
you send
live
it
hemp.
feeding?
Planted and
Okay.
it grows. Yeah, live. It hasn't been sterilized. It's been completely just ready to go. It's so oily. It's unbelievable.
So David, hopefully you can see that on your right hand screen there. Zeus Jr. clocked 60. So hopefully that helps you out. Anybody else want me to check for them? I am happy to do so. Just give me the bird's name and I will look it up. What's the time frame going to be like for tomorrow, Ryan? Tomorrow's trainer?
Okay, so tomorrow we're gonna go pick up our transporter. We're gonna be painting that in the morning. These birds are gonna get to go out. They're gonna get to go on just be pigeons. They're gonna have a bath tomorrow. I want the birds that came late to, get into the groove here. Bath time tomorrow. We'll get the birds in around lunch. We're gonna paint our transporter, which we'll get that painted in the morning. We're gonna do training again, probably in the afternoon, later in the afternoon. I think it's just better for the show. I think it's better for the people. I
Okay.
like the people to be able to feel a part of this, and I know people's work schedules. 99% of all of us work during the day, and I feel a bit guilty running them during the day. So I rather, Leah, that's just a me thing. I don't know. You know what I mean, though.
Now, how is that going to work with our family show tomorrow night? What time do you want to do that then?
I'd kind of like to get Dad to start maybe liberating, I don't know, around 3 or 4. Then maybe we just push, I don't know, even if we want, we can just push the family show back if we can. I know it's a bit tough. Maybe we can make it a bit earlier tomorrow for tomorrow's show. Maybe we'll go for 2. I don't know.
Okay. Jay-Z, hopefully you see that.
I just like to kind of.
Terminator arrived position 25. Sorry, go ahead, Ryan.
The pigeon we got to really watch for in this is the mountain from Chris Moore, because this pigeon's figured it out, eh? It's figured out at 20 miles, it's got it. So if it can stick with that group, it's going to be one hell of a hard pigeon to beat.
Well, clearly it's like our Dart from last year. Wasn't Dart really good at the beginning when he was doing the trainers? Remember, everybody was
Yeah,
like, Dart, Dart, Dart. I think he's this year's Dart.
yeah. The thing with Dart was good at about, remember, the loft flying trapping, or the the first 2 or 3 tosses, that trapping. But once Dart got out to about 20 miles, he wasn't the same pigeon. But this pigeon here, I hate to say it, I see him at 2 hours on the wing, and he's still the first one trapping. So watch out, guys. Don't be mad, because he's got a firecracker.
Tracy says, thank you, birds, for your prompt return. Good evening, everyone. Going fishing. Good luck with your fishing, Tracy. Look forward to seeing what you've caught this evening.
Yeah. Pigeon, Leah, a pigeon that's made one hell of a turnaround is that blue grizzle back there.
Who's that?
Zeus.
Oh, Zeus. Yeah,
Zeus.
from Erie Shores. Yeah, he's really come around quite nicely, hasn't he?
Yeah, you know what? He made a couple mistakes there. He hit the wire. He couldn't get a head start for nothing. And I'll tell you, in my eyes, he's given the best. He's giving his very best. So I always look for, when the birds come now, I look for him, because I say, I want to see him here. I want to see him here,
Yeah, he's come along nice. A Hedgie Heart Award candidate for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
In case you guys are wondering, what is a Hedgie Heart Award? We give an award out to the pigeon that shows the most heart throughout the season, and they get a free entry into next year's One Loft race, named after, of course, Hedgie Jr. from last year, who Had an unfortunate training toss and ended up passing away, but did his best to make it home, not to the Pioneer Village, but back to his owner, which was quite an incredible little story there. So,
Yeah, it was. You know what? And I'm surprised. All these races, you see them, Leah, all over, and it's so sad. It's only everything is about the money, right?
mhm.
Where's the feel good stories? Don't we all like a little bit of feel good stories?
Well, I think that's why our race also differs from the rest of them because we do get personal with the pigeons. Every pigeon has a name, which they're given the minute they enter the loft. We refer to them by name, not band number, and you get to know them as you see. There's characters here in the loft, and if you start following along, you're going to get to know who Sleeping Beauty is, who Zeus is, who Badonkadonk is. And I think it's a great way to promote the sport because even people who don't have pigeons are able to watch this and enjoy, I think, if they like animals, and follow along these pigeons' journey from start to finish.
Yep, I am fully in agreement with you, Leah, on that one.
So
Hey, look, Leah, look. There's Wally.
Thomas has a question and he wants to know what happens after the young bird season is over, what happens with the pigeons? So we give the owners the option. They can, of course, get the pigeons back if they want, or we have a Pioneer young bird auction in October. And if people want to sell their birds at auction, they can do so. We do an auction for them. We had an auction last year and it went well, right? Quite a few people. We had what, 10 or 12 birds up for sale?
Yep, every bird. I think it was every bird sold, and you know what? It's a great way. What's great about the auction is you followed the birds, right? You see where the birds finished and how they did, and you know, it's interesting.
Like Robert said, these racers are
It
incredible.
really
They
is.
absolutely are. And if you end up at the end of the season with a pigeon left over, it raced 9 weeks in a combine or federation setting and completed this whole journey. And this is an extra tough journey for these pigeons because they didn't all come from the same loft. They came from 90 different lofts. So these guys, if they finish the end of this, they're like Teflon by the end of it. Do you know? It's like they managed to get over the separation from their main loft and come into this loft. They managed through sickness. They managed through breaking. They managed through training. They made it 9 weeks. I mean, that's saying something. Those are some
Hey,
valuable pigeons
and
in my mind.
and hold on, Leah, because you're a little new at this. You missed the most crucial part of all of it. It wasn't 9 weeks of racing. It is four 300-mile races.
Oh,
Four.
I forgot about that.
Four.
That's right.
You know, like we're talking the Hoosier that has a 5 race series with a 350 mile race once.
Oh my God.
Holy shit! God damn it! Give me a pigeon race, man! You're gonna pay me $1 million? I want to see a goddamn pigeon that'll give me 6 weeks of 300-mile racing. I don't want to see some bullshit 350-mile race where you stick it in a tailwind and Bob's your uncle and we're done. Like, back to you, Leah.
Oh God. Thank you for that cackling in my ear, Ryan. Thomas wants to know, do the pigeons all have their own box with their names on it? Well, not with their names on it, but they absolutely do have their own boxes. I don't know if you've seen inside their sections, but we do not do V perches or pole perches. They all have their own box, their own little cubbies. Do a lot of them go back in their same section that they started in, Ryan? Do you find that they've picked their
Yeah.
box and they kind of stay in there?
You know, the birds from the red team and the yellow team do it more than the green and the blue because the green and the blue were in the sections a lot less. Or, there as long.
I'm not sure. Did you
So,
go? Okay. Did you go get more feed? I can hardly hear you.
yeah. No. So the birds from the red and the yellow section, they go back mostly to their sections, but the blue and the green, because they weren't in their sections as long, they move around the loft a bit more.
Well, there's a lot more room left now in the red section, so they can move over if they want.
Hey, look out, please. Come on. Come.
Rodrigo and Robert are loving the fact that old Ryan is back, whatever that means. I know. I guess crazy Ryan, lunatic Ryan. I don't know. Thomas wants to know if we're gonna race them. Do we not race them as old birds next year? We do have an old bird loft, and we are trying to start up old bird series. The loft is
Yeah.
the loft that's beside the Pioneer loft. That's going to be our old bird loft, and we are working on that, folks. So don't worry.
Oh yeah. We're debating what we want to do here. It's like we're in what we call a fork in the road.
Rodrigo, you think that I need a drink? Is that what you're saying, or you want me to give Ryan another drink? Let me know. Do people think I need a drink? I don't know. Do I sound like I'm miserable or something today? I'm not. It's a nice day. What do we got there?
You know what? A bag fell off the turnip wagon, the start mix. So I'm giving them a bit of start right now. Well, they're not eating the energy pellets. I just finished feeding the birds. Done. If they don't want to eat energy pellets, I'm not feeding them one more piece of grain. When I see that sitting on the floor, I know one thing. They're spoiled brats. So we're done. Feeding has come to an end.
How's that Classics Lights that came back a couple days ago? Benny boy?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. It's FUCK with an ED at the end. It's just it can't put the weight on it. It just looks like it's so spent. It literally gave more than it ever had. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? Why? No. Go eat the energy pellets. Go. Okay, what the hell? One more, because I like you guys. Come on, one more. On a good note, Mr. Handsome, I got a feeling he's going to fix himself. Now, I don't know how long, but I have a feeling by the end of this season, he'll be back up with the group.
Let's hope so. I hope so. Another Hedgie Hearts award candidate for sure. And for you new people who are watching, every race that we do, you're going to be able to see the releases and the arrivals live on Facebook and YouTube. So you're absolutely going to be able to watch these pigeons from start to finish. We're still in the training mode. We got another 2 weeks of training to go. God help us all. Buckle your seatbelts, folks.
Hold on to your underpants.
Stan wants to know, what does it mean when a bird can't put on weight?
Well, sometimes they can be sick if they don't put on the weight. And with this Benny Boy bird, I don't know. The bird doesn't have worms. The bird, I don't know. It's like what the bird's eating, it's not putting back on. There he is. He's right there in the monitor. Right there he is. Right by the checker pied. And
So
he looks
kind of
like
he's looking a little bit hunched over. He's looking a bit yeah.
He blinks stupid. And he's like, you can just see he's like, damn, I'm tired. We're all tired. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I mean, it is what it is.
Maybe he just needs a little bit more time. No, the cats do not try and eat the pigeons. They've been raised with the pigeons, and they don't mess with the pigeons at all.
No, I could have trapped those birds with the cat on the landing board, but I didn't want people to get their shit all.
Oh,
what do we call it? Shit.
Could you imagine if we would have done that? The hate mail we would have got. Robert says that maybe he blew the muscle out.
What, in the wing or Benny? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he blew. Yeah, but blew the muscle out. Why would you not be able to put body on? I get it. Like, yeah, I'm find out the reason, but I can't figure it out. It's almost like you know those people that remember Leah in that plane crash? The plane crash alive, remember? They got so skinny.
Oh, I think Ryan's camera has just decided to
Yeah.
stop for a minute. That camera's not behaving, Ryan. It's stuck. Oh, there we go. We're good now.
Is
We're
that
good
better
now.
now?
Yeah, we're good now. Thank you.
All right.
Oh, this is my favorite part. I like when you put it on the ground and we can see them. As long as they don't
Drinker time.
No more
knock it over.
feasting. It's drinker time now. You guys drank all the good fruit juice. Come on. We're going to put the new juice in. Fresh juice, fresh tea. And I always like to drink with less amount of water. I give them less than more. What does that mean? I concentrate my water. I like to have it concentrated, so I got all the tonics in there, everything in there, and I give them, I know this group of pigeons is going to drink 6 liters here. So by about 8 o'clock tonight, both drinkers are done, and they've had fresh, super fresh water. I could put a 10-liter drinker in and put it in the morning, right? But the water goes stale quicker. Fresh is best. We all like fresh drinks. When we go to a restaurant, we get fresh. So your pigeons and you should be the same. If you're drinking fresh water, they can drink fresh water.
How many times would you say throughout the day that you're changing the water, not changing it, but topping up the water, changing the water? What would you say at this point? How many times a day are you doing that?
Well, this morning I got up at about 5 o'clock. I had to go to the bathroom. Right?
Was it a
one?
one?
I gave
Was
them
it a
fresh
one?
water.
Was it a 1 or a 2? Because that's a stupid
Leah,
question you always
it was
ask
complete.
me.
Leah, it was complete, and I hoped you asked me. It was complete liquid diarrhea.
Perfect.
So I got that out of my way. So it was a power 3. It was a 1 and a 2 and a 3 mix. I mixed her all together.
Perfect. Good night, Thomas.
And
hope you have a great Sunday night. Thank you for tuning in with us. We will be back on tomorrow. Not sure what time yet, but have a great night. Sorry, Ryan. Carry on.
So exactly what we're saying here. I went in, I gave the loft fresh water, and they went back to bed. I didn't want to let them out because I knew how much feed they still had in them. Or not how much feed they had in them, but I know that the gizzard was still holding feed. So give them fresh water. Then the show started at 10 this morning. So I got up at about 7, pulled the water out, and I left them from 7 till the time they came home. They had no water. They're just sitting in baskets. So I'm trying to get them focused. You know what I mean?
Robert says that he changes it 2 times when it's over 100 degrees. He's in Arizona. Is that where Robert is?
Yep.
So does Robert and Rodrigo, do you all know each other? Because they're both from Arizona.
Good American slang there, Leah. Y'all.
But I imagine Arizona, I mean, that's like asking, Arizona's a big place. So that was kind of a dumb question, wasn't it? Never mind. I retract that question. It's like, have you ever gone on vacation somewhere? Like you go to Mexico and you'll be like, oh, people ask you, where are you from? We'll be like, oh, we're from Canada. And then they'll be like, oh, do you know John Finkelman? I'm like, Canada's a pretty big place, man. No, I don't know John Finkelman. Oh, Robert's in California.
Ali.
Damn it. I keep getting that confused. Sorry, Robert. California.
Robert is lucky because Leah, he lives in the land where my personal opinion, the greatest American one-off races are. It used to be the Triple Crown. I like that. The California Classic, the Royal Cup, and the Holiday Cup. I thought those races were second to none. I always loved them. I want to take my sister to the California Classic just so she can see it because Timmerman there, he does an absolutely bang-up job. So, Robert Daughtry, you're lucky there, my friend.
He's in Rosamond, California. Rita says, great job, birdies, today. Absolutely. They did fantastic. I've been to Palm Springs, and I've been to Los Angeles. Well, I was only there one night. I was at the Magic Castle. It's terrible. Don't ever go there. It was dreadful.
Oh, Leah, you are the Magic Castle.
It was. I wasn't my choice. I had to go there for a birthday. I was like, oh my God, this is the lamest thing I've ever seen in my life. But Palm Springs is beautiful.
Oh, that'd be a nice place to run a one-off race.
Michael, are you leaving as
Promise.
well? You have a great night. Steven, how are you feeling, bud? Hope you're feeling better.
What has Steven got the squirts or something?
Do you not remember on Friday when you were having your
Did I
little
lose Steven's bird?
bonfire?
Did I lose
Remember?
Steven's birds?
Steven from YouTube, the
What
one that
happened?
hasn't been on in a few months. And we're like, where's Steven? Where's Steven? And then he came on because he's been sick. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's Steven. I thought you were talking about the other Steven.
What other Steven?
The other Steven from Twitter. Twitter Steven. Twitter! Ah!
I don't know. He's by Edward Air Force Base. It's 103 today. What is that in Canadian? Like around 90-ish?
Wow, that's a pre-nut melter. That's a pre-nut.
Not
Leah, if you
90-ish.
give a
What am I
like a
talking about?
four-year-old,
Like 35?
you
35
give a
degrees?
four-year-old an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
Give a four-year-old an ice cream cone, and you'll say, "Why the hell did I do that?" Give me an ice cream cone at that temperature, and I can't even keep the piece.
It's like, how do you race and train pigeons when it's so hot like that? Like, that's beyond, like, that's pretty freaking hot.
I told you, if there's two things I'd love to do in my life, and I'm being honest, I'd either love to go to Spring Hill, Florida, and do the same setup of racing there as here, or I'd like to move to Las Vegas and do it.
Oh, Las Vegas. That would be cool. Hey, if
That's just me.
anybody's looking to back us, any casinos in
Yeah.
Las Vegas that would like us to get this same kind of loft going, we could like coordinate with one of the casinos. That would be pretty cool. He trains at 5:30 in the morning. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But do you guys race? Like, is that when you release the birds as well that early? Because that just seems incredibly hot, like cruel to let them out at like 8 a.m. when it's that kind of heat.
Well, yeah, that's what they do. The birds too. You got to remember, the birds do climatize to somewhat degree, but still, not all the workhorses can play the game in that heat. But it is what it is.
The camera's
That's why when
behaving
you
now,
send
by
birds
the
to
way.
those races, guys,
Yeah.
when you send birds to those styles of races, it's deadly. I like the music I'm hearing. I like that. I'm listening to that. I hear the cooing, and I'm seeing the birds are not overly going crazy, but you can tell they're ready. They still could eat more, but no more today. There's Aussie Gold on the drinker. There's Leah. There's Bill Benny's chocolate. See the chocolate on the drinker? Auction bird. That bird's going to be deadly too. There's No Frills and Terminator. Terminator's the grizzle. No Frills is the mealy with the frill on it. There is Hidalgo cooing in the other section there. You can see him.
So where Robert is in California, their old bird season starts in March, and their young birds are at the end of September. Rita says, we're lucky here as well in Ontario. Think about BC with the huge waters and the mountain range. I mean, although we don't have mountains here, we have a whole lot of forest and trees, which are kind of like mountain. You know what I mean? Like, there's like a sea. We don't have water, but we have like a sea of trees that they have to basically cross. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's just everything, every course, every spot in the world is different.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say.
That's what makes pigeon racing great.
Yeah, every course in every area has its advantages and disadvantages. And Robert says that the weather's not too bad during the race season. Well, that's good that you guys modify it, to keep the best interest of the pigeons in mind. You don't just go out there and give her in mid-July or whatever, and noontime in California when it's hotter than hell out. Stan says that he likes the mealy. Michael, where are you watching from? Where does Michael on YouTube? Where are you watching from? He says it's only 4:43 where he is, so he must be. I don't know. Where are you
in California?
No, California is 3 hours behind. Now I noticed a couple of them, Ryan, that have come up to the camera, and it looks like they've got like a little bit of orange on their beak. That's from the water concoction, I would
No,
think.
no, 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 no.
Okay.
I've got a few that have some type of all of a sudden this bullshit respiratory issue. I don't know if that's why you're losing them or you're not. I've been treating them with respiratory. I've been giving them some treatment for that. Ever since that yellow team came in, you remember that yellow? You remember the yellow color, Leah? See how it comes?
Yes.
Do you ever notice it's never gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. It's almost to me feels like it's a chronic respiratory that keeps moving through. I even have a dropper with it. I treat them, it goes away. Everybody loses it, and then once stress hits, it comes
It comes
back.
back. Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you know what? You know who's going to fix this problem for us?
Mr. Basket?
Yeah, he'll fix it all.
Ken says
He'll
that's
fix
where the
it.
Hawks are. Yeah, well, the further north, exactly. Yeah, our guys have to really, worry about when flying over those kind of forested areas. They do have to worry about hawks for sure. Troy says here everyone cries when it's 30 degrees and a little humidity. Well, that's true as well, Troy. But I mean, what don't they cry about here? Sorry, no offense, everyone. Robert says, I kid you not, I have one old hen that will fly in the heat for 2 to 3 hours. Wow. Robert
When I go
uses
to Vegas, send her to me.
pills for individual birds. Oh yeah, we have respiratory medication to treat individually. Sure we do.
I will go through here these ones, and I'm going to give them a vaccine, and I'm going to give them the respiratory drops in the nose. Just the thing is, we shouldn't be at this point in the game right now. We shouldn't be at that, right? That's
Hmm.
just to me. I look at it as complete freaking weakness. It's just a weakness. And again, there's some birds they don't get it. They've never been touched by it. But then there's some birds or birds I've seen get it multiple times, and I'm like, oh boy, what are we doing here? But at least today these birds did this okay. They built their confidence up. We're going to go back to the going swimming again.
Oh God. Michael's from Abilene, Texas. I wonder, I
Ooh.
mean, Texas, I've been to Texas a few times. It is hotter than hell there. And they've got that humidity, which makes it even worse. So, what do you guys do for your race season?
I
What,
think they do the race season in the cooler temperatures. But
like,
they
is
get
it,
it cold still in Texas.
oh, well, they got snow this year, this past winter, like freezing temperatures and snow. Just a little crazy.
Yeah, you know what? You know, I have thought about it, and I've seen races in. I know we can use Las Vegas. It's a bowl. Las Vegas is in a. It's like it's inside a crater. You know what I mean? And they say that the racing there is very, very tough because of the mountain range. And I've never flown it, but I'd absolutely love to try it and fly it and give it my go at it. But I've seen lots of races crumble there in Vegas. Uh,
Has anybody
that's
done a one loft is there a one loft in Vegas now or?
hold, Leah, put me on mute for just 1 second. I'm just gonna pour myself a drink and I'll come back and answer that question.
Okay. Michael says, yes, it sucks. Yeah, it's real hot and humid in Texas. California is more like a dry heat, much more tolerable. Ryan's making himself a beverage, so I'm putting it on mute. Oh, look, there's Rusty. Everybody say hello to Rusty, the stud of the loft. In case you guys are wondering what the birds in the loft are with the little frills on their head, those are our droppers, which we call the Rickiettes. And Rusty, he's our Spanish thief powder, also considered a dropper. He keeps the Rickiettes in line. Rita,
I'm
are you
back
back,
now.
Ryan? Okay. Rita
Yep.
says Texas is absolutely crazy for fluctuating temperatures, but a great place to live. Robert says when my birds are flying 1 hour or two, I train in the heat, not too far, 25 to 50 miles. Ken says
Mm-hmm.
there's a couple big one loft races in Vegas, but
Not anymore.
not this kind of
No,
style.
no, no. There's no races in Vegas anymore. I don't believe there are. The problem with the races in Vegas were Now, Leah, see, you want to learn something about your brother that you never learned anything about?
Oh, I can't wait. What is it?
Well, Ryan flew in a race called the Sin City Classic, run by Desert Rose Loft, Will Fontaine, and I had two direct children, nestmates of Miss San Diego in there, and he took in about 500 pigeons, and he did his thing, and he got the birds out to 250 miles, and on all three of the races, I was either first or equal first with, under 10 birds on a drop with both nestmates. And it's one of those great moments of my life. It was time for pooling. It was time for pooling for the main race.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan pooled the $1, the $2, the $5, the $10, the $20, the $50, the $100, the $500 winner take all, and the $1,000 winner take all. I pulled both birds all the way across the board, and I came out to, like, in Canadian, almost $6,000. And he decided 2 weeks before the race to stop training and stop working them because he didn't want to lose any more birds. And when he went to the final race, he only ever got two birds home, and mine wasn't one of them.
Are you kidding me?
No, I took that beating on my own. I went to the bank and took out a line of credit on it.
And was that oh my God? And was that the end of that one loft race, or did he continue?
He never ran it again. Two birds, and can you imagine the first bird that came in? Here's the best part of the race. The first bird that came in, it was pulled across the board the same way my two were. It took every dollar. The guy won over 100 grand.
Oh my God, that's crazy. That's a good name. That one hurt. Sin City. Yeah. That's a great name for a race there.
If we do one in Vegas, Leah, I'm going to go to like the Mirage, or I want to do it right at a resort. Forget being out in the sticks.
Like right in the center on the strip?
Yeah, fuck it. If I'm going to fail, I'm going to fail on the big bright lights.
Well, that's pretty much how we always set ourselves up, isn't it? When we go big. And then when we fail, we fall hard.
Well, hey, I know Roger Ganji there. He works at the he's the head DJ at multiple casinos, but especially at the Cosmopolitan. That's probably my favorite casino in Las Vegas.
Ken says that he heard he was charged, that Sin City guy. What was he charged with? Like, what do you charge him with what, though?
Well, Leah, I'm going to tell you something.
Because the race he was charged, or just, like, charged in general?
Desert Rose, he was a dentist or a masseuse or something, but Leah, all I can tell you was, no, I'm not lying. All I can tell you was, when they were out of Miss San Diego and they were hitting that good, I literally said to myself, I'm not fucking this up. I pulled both the birds right across the board, paid for the activation, and I literally said, I think I'm going to fly to Vegas so I get paid right then and there.
Yeah.
And two birds came home. He didn't fly them for 2 weeks. He literally locked the birds up, and we didn't just crash and burn. We completely... Two birds ever came home.
Do you see, Ken says gambling commission. Well, then that makes sense to me. You know why that makes sense to me? Because people got pissed off that only two birds came home. And instead of just being like, saying to themselves, well, that was kind of a waste of time, I won't be entering again next year. You know what the people did? They called the government, or they called the police, or they called the gaming commission on him, and they ratted him, and that's why he got charged. Because a bunch of whining crybabies, or whatever the situation was, decided to go for the jugular. I bet you. I mean, I might be wrong, but I bet you.
Hey, you can ask Will. I seen him a year later at the San Diego Triple Crown. I sat beside him and I bought him a drink, and I said, hey, he goes, hey, your bird was doing good. I said, hey, it tried its best. I wasn't the lucky one. In my head, did I think that happened? I think maybe something else happened, but you know what? I played the game and I tried, and I didn't. You never heard about me whining about it, did you, Leah?
No, I don't recall that at all.
No,
maybe that was when I
$6,000 US.
wasn't speaking to you during that phase when I was too cool
No,
for
no, it
school.
wasn't.
I'm kidding.
No. That
My,
wasn't that. That wasn't that phase.
Michael on YouTube says, "Oh, he was charged for not paying out the money." Well, then that's a different story, right?
Well, there you have it, right? And you know, this is the thing that people don't get. To run these races, and Leah, you know what it's. We don't want to lose any limit where we know they can do 9 races, so we have to keep pushing. But then the next part is you got to pay the people the money. You got to keep everything organized. You know, and sometimes people will get mad at us and they call us and they say, well, activate this and do this. Guys, we have a website. You have to do it yourself a little bit. I'm sorry. I can't remember everybody.
Yeah,
I can't remember
agreed.
everyone.
Agreed.
And I don't want to. You
No.
guys are adults.
Most of us. Now, speaking of betting, if you guys did place bets on whether or not Ryan actually fits in the hallway, as you can see, he does. We call this the downward dog.
Leah, even with this hairdo, I'm sexy. I look great.
Good Lord. Everybody's gone to roost? Robert says there was, what does Robert say? Robert says there was a one lobster race in Northern California. Northern California, 300.
Fast Eddies.
3,000 bird release, only 90 birds ever made it home. It happens, sad but true. Is that the Fast Eddie late hatch? Is that what that was?
No, I wasn't Fast Eddie. I wasn't Fast Eddie. Again, I think if I ever did anything in Las Vegas, it would be probably if I did anything. When you add Vegas to it, you probably you want less birds, bigger dollars, and get rid of the crybabies. But the problem is the guys with the big dollars, they can be the biggest crybabies.
Well, and the thing with going to Vegas is, okay, like here, if people are mad at you, like they swear at you, you know, they tell you you're an asshole, they tell you you sleep with your brother, they, you know, maybe they're going to call the lawyer on you, they may call the government on you, whatever. In Vegas, I just feel like if somebody was mad at you there, you might end up in a trunk. You know what I mean? It's kind of next level in Vegas, especially like
I
with
think we should try
gamblers,
it.
like real
I'm ready to do
gamblers.
it. I'm ready to do it. Whenever you want, I can just put these on a truck and take them over there.
You know what I mean? I don't
When
know.
you,
I don't know. I don't know.
I gotta think of a good name.
And you know, no offense to Americans, but some of them they're a different animal. We've had some unfortunate experiences with some of our American friends. They're a little next level.
Yeah, but maybe I wouldn't let anybody from North America in. Maybe I'd only ask for Europeans.
Well, but I wouldn't want to do that.
Maybe.
That I don't
I
know. Anyway,
who knows? We're not there. I
oh
don't know if
God,
we'll
we're
ever
nowhere.
get there.
You know, we're trying to get through this. Let's just get through this without, you know, unscathed and not completely medicated by the end of it. And if we make it through this season, then we'll talk about next year. Who's that there
Yeah.
in front of the camera?
That's Rich Bitch
Franco?
from Franco. Yeah.
There's no frills on the drinker, Jay-Z. Activated by
There he is.
Jay-Z for Warner Vale. I'm starting to know them too. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see them. I wish they were all here, and they should all be here, but we didn't get blessed this year with that. Maybe next year we will.
No, Robert. Of course not all of you guys are assholes. Of course not.
No. You know
There's
what?
just
You know
I
how I
shouldn't
know when
what
a
do you
guy's an
call it?
asshole?
Stigmatize.
Stereotype.
Yeah, I shouldn't stereotype. It's just maybe it's just the ones that we've run into haven't been the nicest. Not all of them. Look
You
at
know what?
Jay-Z's American. I mean, there's tons of you that are fantastic.
Listen.
Just forget I
An
said that,
ass,
okay? Are we still friends, Robert? I'm sorry.
an asshole is a guy when you fucking lose for him. When you lose, and you don't mean to lose, he don't throw you under the bus. He says, "Hey, maybe you can be mad," but he goes, hell with it. It's okay." But I've seen enough of them. There's assholes in every country. I'm an asshole.
Sometimes. So the plan for tomorrow, what time you're picking up the transporter, right? We got some painting to do tomorrow with the transporter. Dave, I don't know if you just tuned in, but Betty Boop returned, by the way. I don't know if you knew that or not, but she's back.
Yeah.
So anyway, what are we doing? We're transporter
Tomorrow we're gonna
painting.
painting in the morning, training in the afternoon. Birds are going to go for a loft fly tomorrow. They weren't overfed today. They still got enough in their system. They're about 23 minutes today. The mountain from Chris Moore, first in the clock. He was on the green team, was he not?
Yes, the green team. So the green team's
Another
catching
point.
up to the yellows. I haven't done the math yet, but they're catching up.
Oh, and by the way, let's not forget the red team got a point yesterday evening with Italian Elite.
Italian
Last
Elite.
bird of the day. Last bird of the day clock.
Right. Okay. Ken says there's no buses on your street. I'm not sure if he's talking to us or I'm not quite sure. Go Rusty,
Look at Mr.
go.
Rogers. Look at Mr. Rogers strut to Rusty. Well, Rusty's a woman, but we call her.
This is
Mr.
a very,
Rogers likes.
it's kind of like a real gender fluid loft this year. Because we got Rusty, who's really a hen. We have Karen, who's really a cock.
Yeah. Oh, and what about Old Yeller? Let's not forget him. He's a fucking Walt Disney classic.
Steven says, really great show tonight. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Please, guys. And I've got a bunch of my American friends over on YouTube that probably all hate me now because I made that comment. I'm never going to be allowed back in America. They'll be like, not that girl. She said that
dumbly,
thing.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Sorry.
Oh, you know who's not back? And now, you know my peanut girl? From Tub Life Loft.
El Santo?
Yeah. Well, she now took over the cockbird that Rosie was paired to. She's preening them, and she's just like, oh, God, Rosie's not back.
Rosie's going to come back. It's okay. I believe. They'll come back.
Rosie will be back. And if she don't come back, well, as we say, send better pigeons.
Dave says Old Yeller is a real novelty. Yes, he is like the star of the Pioneer Loft. Everybody asks about Old Yeller.
It's me versus Ricky with Old Yeller because Ricky's got the checker and I got Old Yeller. I know Old Yeller, he's going on Friday. Friday's going to be his time to shine.
Yes, Kathy, Sleeping Beauty, as of now, is missing. Stan says only the good birds will survive the battle in the Canadian land. I think it is tough. I think it's a tough terrain that they have to. I think it's a tough flight path they have to follow. It's no cakewalk, that's for sure. I mean, no, we don't have an ocean, but I think they got a tough road ahead of them.
It's all, you know what? It's all the same shit, man. There's 90 lofts, so these pigeons, they all have 90 homes. Each pigeon, when the shit gets tough, they go, where did I originate from? Where did I originate from? They're not, it's different. One loft races are different. And this is a one loft race, but it's harder.
It's harder. Would you guys, that's a question for you guys that are watching still, that are hung on here. Do you guys think that this one loft race is more challenging than the regular one loft races? What do you guys think?
And
we seem to think it is, but I don't know what everybody else thinks. Maybe everybody else thinks like, oh no, this is a cakewalk. Like, oh no, a regular one loft race is way harder. Maybe maybe they think it's way harder because they do limited training, they do limited hands-on work with them, and basically it's a free-for-all. I'm interested to know. Let me know in the comments. Thank you, Steven. He says, no, we still love you. Thank you. I don't feel so bad now. Go ahead, Ryan.
Well, I'll tell you, if you take a look at the 3-1 loft races here in our area, we got the Dutch Touch, the Salem, and Rick Fife, the Niagara Peninsula. All they're doing is loft flying right now. They don't have to start training until sometime in August. By sometime in August, these birds will already be at 200 miles. So we're taking birds, and this racing is not for barbecues. I'm not here for barbecue flying. I'm not here to give the bullshit money away. I'm here to pay out the pigeons that actually want to do it. And the pigeons that don't come home, they don't deserve a penny of it. They had a bad day. Well, you're not allowed to have a bad day. You have not in this race. If you have a
Dave,
bad day here, you're out.
well, for sure. Dave says it's much more challenging, yes, under pressure to get them ready for 9 races. And Robert says, how long did Ryan Law fly birds before he went on his first toss? So how long were we law flying? I feel like a long time.
Oh, not long enough.
I
You know
feel like
what?
a
The birds that
month.
loft flew. You know what? The birds that loft flew the longest, right? I have the least amount of.
Yeah,
Isn't that funny?
isn't that crazy? So the Red Wings, which obviously they arrived at the loft first, some of them we had since March. The majority we had since March and April. They were the longest here. They were the longest to loft fly. And those are the ones last week that we had the blowout with, that we lost the most of. Now that is strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. The cockiest, the oldest. I mean, you take a look at Guru. The day we lost her, it was a nice day. All the birds came home. We were dropped Guru. You know, how do you lose them? I don't know. Whenever I've sent to one loft races, and I know I tell people to send them old. Leah, you hear me say it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I send them on the last day or the second last day or a week late. I normally send them about that big in my hand. Number one, I'm far too busy, and number two, I have a feeling that younger pigeons, they get on the bite quicker. It's like the
But
Montessori system.
but this is the thing, and I'm gonna ask this question when I get to Ken's comment. Ken says that he thought the first 3 weeks of boot camp was very tough for these guys here. So he's watching. This is the first year that he's joined the Pioneer Village. And he's saying that this is tough. Like you're seeing, Ken, that Ryan is actually working your birds. And you got to feel pretty good going into this, Ken, because this is your first time. You came in with 3 birds. Yes, Princess, unfortunately, she's not back yet. But you see that the 2 that you have left, your Zeus and Recycle.
Recite?
Okay, yes, bred by Guido Madrusen, but whatever. Zeus is doing good. And that's got to make you
Yeah,
feel pretty good because this is not, Disneyland. This is real racing. This is real training. This is real. And Ryan, as you can see, he's a tough trainer. He's a tough trainer. And then I had something
oh,
else to say,
yeah,
but I got to think about what it was. So back to you, Ryan.
yeah. You know, and even the other day, I trained Betty Boop and I trained Roche. I felt in my hands they could do it, and both of them struggled and flopped. But then you get the guy Gary Rosebird. He does it no problem, and you're trying. And same like Zeus, I had to adjust him. He hurt himself. Poor guy. He's still not at 150%. What do I like about that pigeon Zeus? I think we're talking about Ken Lavoie.
Mm-hmm.
The bird's shown the heart. I don't
Yeah.
know if he'll be here at the end. Well, I got one back, I think. I don't know if he's got the heart. I don't know if he's a good pigeon. I don't know if he's gonna make it. But you know what I do know? I have to give them all the same. Yeah, I got another pigeon home.
Oh, we got somebody else. I'll let y'all know who it is when he traps.
Where are you? What were you doing, eh? Did you go and visit Emily? Sleeping Beauty?
So there you go, Kathy. Sleeping Beauty is back. And this is the thing, if you have birds here that make it to the end, or even throughout this rigorous, training, everything that we're going through right now, you get, be proud that it's a real accomplishment to make it to the end of this, for your birds. And it is something impressive to put on a pedigree because this is no Disneyland. It's tough. Oh no, we know you're not complaining. I know. I just like to, kind of ask how you guys are feeling. Those of you that have birds in the race and those of you that are watching from outside and see and follow along and see kind of what we're doing with them, how we're working them, how Ryan's working them. And another thing is we are going up against combine birds. These birds will race against, Tony Alves and Robert Rody and Furlano and Gerard Van Dyke and Mo and Troy. So Ryan's not going to, we have to prepare them. We don't want to go up against combine birds and be dead last. Then what would you guys say? We want to be competitive. We want to show people that, if you work one loft birds and you know what you're doing and you're caring about what you're doing, they can absolutely be competitive against the combine birds.
Well, and that's why I've always said, and I'll continue to say, I challenge any one of the 3 one-loft races in our area, the Dutch Touch, the Salem, and the Niagara. I know they won't come up against me. I know.
But we asked
And you
last
know
year.
what?
We put up the
We
challenge
asked.
last year. We said any one loft race that wants to do a race with our birds against their birds, bring it. Let's do Niagara versus Pioneer, or Salem versus Pioneer. We're game. Nobody took us up on the challenge.
No, because they can't. Because you know why? Do you know why they can't? Because they don't fucking work with the pigeon at all. I don't believe the pigeons were ever where they were. Sorry. Don't tell me. Show me. You're seeing me crash and burn with this shit. Yeah, I have a band number here I want to read you. Tell me if this bird just came back right now and I got to feed it.
Okay, then
21.5
comments. Sorry.
21.563. This is Furlano Rody. I got to give this. I'm gonna put this bird in a basket and feed it.
21,563 is. I don't see it on our list. So.
Yeah, this is Furlano Rody. It came back just now. I can feel it's flown. So I'm gonna put it in the crate as you can keep talking.
It is one of ours that perhaps we lost on Friday. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, came back late.
Oh, okay. Here, I was looking on the clocking list, but you wouldn't have basketed it, so.
Nope.
Let me look here. I'm going to get to the comments. David says, most definitely love the way you show everything, how you feed, care, and train the birds. And Ryan's a straight shooter, no BS. I don't know if I already read that or not. Dave Ottaway says, depends on muscle type. Some loosen up faster than others. If they are too stiff on recovery, they seize up and go down. If looser, they make it.
Yep. Good point. Very good point.
I'm going to check that band number here, Ryan. You're going to probably have to give it to me again. So either I hope you remembered it or 210-533 maybe? 53?
Here, I'll read it now. This is Furlano Rody. I know that. I think this is corner kick. 21.563.
That's Rough Rider from Rody Furlano. So we have another one back from Friday, guys. That's awesome.
Yeah. We got 3 back today.
Are you feeding them anything else this evening, or is that it?
No, I'm just feeding them that. They ate so much yesterday. I'm done. I don't need to feed them another ounce of feed.
Okay.
I know they're hungry. Oh, and here, you're gonna take the day off tomorrow, Sleeping Beauty, because you're a real fickle pigeon. You can go in the basket and have a bit of corn. Body's nice on her too.
Kathy, I don't know if you missed that, but Sleeping Beauty is back. I'll check to see how many we have in the clock now. 86 in the clock. So I think we're missing 2. We're missing Eloranta and who was the other one I said? I have to look. We're missing Eloranta and Dorothy from Love and Silver Creek. Oh, Dave says Betty Boop was too tight, so she quit. Now back again once the cramps went away. Was not far from the loft, I suspect. Ah, okay. I get it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, she you know what? She really didn't feel over tight. She didn't. And I mean, I seen her up there flying. I figured, you know what? It's just you play and you try. But she'll be off till the end of the week. She's not going to start training till Friday, or just is what it is.
Did you tell Dave, since he's on, about Mr. Handsome, how he was out on a
He's
little
getting
bit
better.
of he was out on a little bit of a loft fly there, and he knows how to make his way back up into the garage. So
yeah, he's made it up to the top of the loft. He's getting better. His wings raising. Where what's his name? The The one from Glen Thornley, the wing doesn't lift. This one's now lifting his wing back up to the right spot, which is, I have a feeling that the bird's gonna fix himself. But that's a me thing.
I mean, just gonna see, right? See how he does. Ryan will monitor him, of course.
Yeah, that's right. So all the birds are in their room. I'm gonna put the lights on back in here for tonight. Tomorrow they get a loft fly, which is good. Good loft flies. They're gonna get a bath tomorrow morning. Loft fly bath. We're gonna paint the unit. We're gonna bring them in. We're gonna basket them up, and then they go back to Dukeless Point. At Dukeless Point, we go into groups again for another fun-filled afternoon of Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee.
Now, if anybody wants to go with Loft Manager Richard tomorrow and be our celebrity liberator, what time, Ryan? I think I've asked that 5 times now, but what time?
I don't know. We're probably gonna be liberating around, but we need you here by about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. If you want to come, please let me know tonight, or let me know first thing in the morning, and then we'll give you a thing. If you want to bring your birds and have some fun.
Robert says that he loft flies 3 days a week in the off season to keep them loose. Well, he lives in California, so
Good
it's
job.
easy.
That's
It's
good.
easy. That's the benefit of living there. Yes, you do have the extreme heat, but you're able to loft fly year round. I mean, we don't let them out in the wintertime, do we? We don't.
I feed hawks so bad it wouldn't even be fun.
Yeah. Hey, question, Dave, if you're still on. In your guys' club, do you have guys that use different clocking systems, or are you guys all on benzing? Let me know, because if you guys have different clocking systems, I need to know what software you're using to amalgamate them all into one result. Joe Freely from the west of Ireland says, "Hi guys, loving every minute of your video broadcasts. We had a temperature of 30 degrees today in the west of Ireland, which is very unusual. 30 degrees. Wow, you must have had your short pants on." Ooh, do they call them pants there? Trousers, short trousers on. I think pants are what they call underwear there. I'm not 100% sure.
But yeah,
Dave says they're all on benzing. Damn. Okay. Thanks. We're trying to figure out what program we're going to need to, because in our club, we're going to have obviously guys that are using, like, some are using benzing, some are using tips, some are using Unicon. I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to amalgamate all the results into one. Or if there's a program I can get for it, or anyway, I'll just figure that out.
we're gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun road.
It's always a fun road with you. It's always a fun road.
I am the road.
Well, you're the road. You are the road. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Wrap this up, or?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. I don't think we're gonna do a double toss today. I think we've had enough. Tomorrow, Sleeping Beauty will stay home. A couple here, the 63 bird here is gonna stay home. Give them a day off. And we go from there.
All right, sounds good. Are you gonna go and pick the camera up? See, Dave says he's using Speed Fancier race program this year. So is that something that I should be looking to get? Is that what I could use to amalgamate everybody's different results into one main
But
list?
now
Do you know?
we do have wind speed, but I can't really remember how to use it. But
Well, Dave says no more wind speed. I think from what I was reading on one of his posts that you're preferring Speed Fancier over wind speed. Joe says, "Didn't put my shorts on. Didn't want to scare the neighbors." Oh, that's funny.
you know what? Okay, so at least we know what Dave's sort of running.
Oops, we'll just wait for Ryan to reconnect. He's having some issues there, apparently, with the camera. Ryan, hello, hello. It's a lovely view of the moose there. You're frozen. You're frozen. He's frozen. I'm not sure if
Guys,
he'll be back or not. Oh, there he
hello,
is. He's back.
oh,
Are you back? I don't know. Oh, there you
I,
are.
I'm here.
There you are. Oh, I think he's still frozen. Dave says it's a new program that the CRPU is using and the IF. Where do you get it? I don't have to get it from the CU, do I? Because I'm sure they'll probably never sell it to me, seeing as they don't answer my emails or phone calls anymore. Oh, alrighty. And I don't know where he is. Maybe he'll connect, maybe he won't. Remind everybody tomorrow, Pioneer Family Show, where we answer all your pigeon related questions. Not sure if it's going to be at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Probably not if we're training late in the afternoon, but I will post when we will be back up. Dave Ottaway, a guy in our club built this new program. Okay, well, I guess maybe after the show, I'll message you, or later on this evening, I'll message you about it. Chris Marshman, thank you. Birds look good. No, you don't. It's independent. All right. Well, maybe I'll touch base with you after the show. Sorry, Ryan's camera, I don't think is going to reconnect. So I will sign this one off. I want to thank you guys over on YouTube and on Facebook for watching, for supporting the birds, and for supporting us. We really do appreciate it. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you're over on YouTube so you don't miss our lives. And if you're on Facebook, please like our page. Thank you, Kathy. John wants to know, where did you get the moose? Well, it's kind of a long story, but we got it from Yorkdale Mall. Send me the contact info. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that's it for me. That was Ryan. I'm Leah. We're from the Pioneer Invitation.